Welcome back to My Pen is Purpose. It's Danny. Today we are in the letter to the Colossians. Now, for the next couple videos, we're going to be camped out right here in Colossians 3. Why do you ask? Great question. I'll tell you in a sec. But first, I want to thank everyone for their continued support of My Pen is Purpose. If you haven't already, please follow us on our Facebook and Instagram pages and head on over to YouTube and subscribe to our channel there. Make sure to hit the notification bell so that you can be notified when we release a new video. The best way that you all can support us is by sharing what we do with your friends and family. I'm trying to get to 2 million subscribers by next week. That's not going to happen. But if I can get a few more, hey, that'll be great. Now back to it. So in Colossians chapter 3, verses 18 and following, we find Paul's instructions for Christian households. There is a lot of good stuff in just these few verses. And that's why I want to camp out here for a few videos. But today, I want to focus on verse 21. Verse 21 says, "Fathers, do not embitter your children, or they will become discouraged." That's a heavy verse, isn't it? Before we get into it, let's figure out what this word embitter really means. If someone is embittered, that means that they are angry or resentful at having been treated unfairly. So what Paul is telling fathers here is to be careful not to drive your children to be angry or resentful because of the way we are treating them. Because if we do, then they may become discouraged. Now, if I've said this once, I've said this 100 times. Kids are going to upset us. Do I have to say that one more time? No? Okay. It's easy for us to fly off the handle for any little thing. One of my wife's favorite sayings when it comes to me in particular is pick your battles. Everything doesn't have to be a battle. And I'll admit, sometimes for me, everything is a battle. And so in those moments where I'm trying to encourage, I need to be careful not to anger my children so that they become discouraged. In one of my more recent videos, Working for the Lord, I spoke about making sure that we do everything as if we're working for the Lord, because it is Him that we are serving. If you missed that video, I'll link it in the description. And so when we're dealing with stressful situations when it comes to our kids, we have to make sure that our speech is seasoned with salt. That means we have to take care with everything that we say. We never want to drive our kids to a place where they resent us or they're angry. Now, I'm not saying that it's not okay to feel angry. Sometimes situations get us angry. But if we are being the cause of that anger or resentment, then we are in the wrong. One other thing that I want to point out when it comes to this verse, I've heard some say that fathers can refer to fathers and mothers, but I think that this verse is specifically talking to fathers, because when it comes to this embittering stuff, yeah, we could be pretty adept at it, especially when it comes to our sons. We tend to be a little tough on our sons because we want them to grow up strong, independent men. But depending on where they are in their adolescence, they may not need that at this moment, and we have to be careful not to push them to a point of anger and resentment so that they don't become discouraged. That's all the time we have for today's My Pen is Purpose. I hope you were blessed by today's words. If you like what you hear, please make sure to follow us on Instagram and Facebook, and make sure you head on over to our YouTube page and subscribe to us there. And as always, please share. Sharing is caring. Thank you for joining me. See you on the next one. Peace.